We're going to go over some divisibility rules today. And you know how to do long division. We've done some long division in class. And we're going to take a look at some rules that will help you deciding if numbers are divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to skip up and do 9 and 10. So these are quick little shortcut ways that you can look at a number and decide if they're divisible by a certain number. Alright, so divisibility rules. The rule for number 1 is all numbers are divisible by 1. It doesn't matter how large, it doesn't matter how small. All numbers are divisible by 1. My rule for 2, numbers that are divisible by 2, they are divisible by 2 if the number ends in either a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. In other words, if it ends with an even number, any number that you choose, if it ends with an even number, then that number is divisible by 2. Alright, the rule for 3 is a little bit different. You're going to add all the digits in the number, and if the sum of those digits is divisible by 3, then so is your original number. For example, I have 396. So we're going to add all those digits together, 3 plus 9 plus 6, which equals 18. 18 is divisible by 3 because we know that 3 will go into 18 6 different times. So that means that 396 is also divisible by 3. Alright, our rule for 4. You can take any number, again, it doesn't matter how large or small, and look at the last 2 digits of that number. If those last 2 digits are divisible by 4, so is your original number. For example, if I have 358,912, I want to know if this number is divisible by 4. I can do long division. It might take me a little while, but I could do that. The easiest way to figure this one out, look at your last 2 digits. You have a number 12. 12 is divisible by 4, so is 358,912. It's a quick and easy rule to help you. Alright, the rules for 5, and I added 10 here as well because they're very easy. Any number that ends in a 5 or a 0 is divisible by 5. Alright? Any number that ends in a 0 is divisible by 10. That's it. Very easy. Look at my examples. Here I have 2,965. This number ends in a 5, so it's divisible by 5. 34,690 ends in a 0, and that's also divisible by 5 because they end in a 5 or a 0. Now my rule for 10 was if it ends in a 0, it's divisible by 10. So this number, 34,690, ends in a 0. This number is also divisible by 10. I have 1,230. It ends in a 0. 60,870. It ends in a 0. So both of these numbers are divisible by 10. Alright, divisibility rules for 6. This is a 2-step process. Any number that's divisible by 2 and 3, has to be 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by both of these numbers, 2 and 3, then it is also divisible by 6. So let's look at a couple of examples. 18. We know that the divisibility rule for 2 says if it ends in an even number, then it's divisible by 2. Our rule for 3 was you add up the digits, and if that sum is divisible by 3, then the number is also divisible by 3. So this ends in an even number, so it's divisible by 2. And if I add 1 plus 8, I get my sum of 9. And 9 is divisible by 3, because 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this number 18 is also divisible by 6. Look at my number 36. It ends in an even number, so it's divisible by 2. If I add 3 plus 6, that equals 9. And 9 is divisible by 3, so 36 is also divisible by 6. last one that I want to do for today is the divisibility rule for 9, and it's very similar to the rules for 6. You're going to add up all the digits in the number, and if that sum is divisible by 9, then that original number is also divisible by 9. For example, 43,785. If I add up all those digits, 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 5, that equals 27. 27 is divisible by 9 because we know that 27 divided by 9 is 3. So this number, 43,785, is also divisible by 9. It's a quick, easy method to find the divisibility of numbers.